What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Andy's History Lessons with your host, me, Andy D'Andrea.
Hello, mother.
And today is the third episode of Fun Fridays. Now, for this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the TV show King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. I don't know how well you guys can see that or read that or whatever, or if it's even going to focus. But yes, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice was a Canadian-American TV show that was made by, I bet you think it was made by Deke Entertainment, same as the other two cartoons we talked about in the two previous Fun Friday episodes. If you have not watched those episodes, here's the link to them right here. Please go watch them. So yes, it was made by Bobo Entertainment, which was a Canadian publishing company. Unfortunately, I don't know much about this company. I don't know if they got bought out or if they went bankrupt or anything like that. But yes, now that we have who made what, let's get on to... Give me a minute. Let's get on to the show itself. Okay, so in Season 1, Episode 1, titled Opening Kickoff, we see... I'll explain why it's called that later. We see the fictional land of Camelot being besieged by the evil warlords, who are led by Queen Morgana, who is my bae of the show. Damn, she busty. Sorry, moving on. They are led by Queen Morgana and Lord Viper. My mom really likes Lord Viper's voice. She's like, there's a lot of intensity in that guy's voice. I like it. And I like it too. And here's a clip just so you can see what we're both talking about and everything.
Warlords, attack! Destroy Camelot!
So yeah, now you know why my mom and I like Lord Viper's voice. Yes, and then what happens is, as they're raiding Castle Camelot, Merlin the wizard uses his magic to put a force field around the castle. But then one of the warlords breaks through the force field and kidnaps Queen Guinevere, who is the wife of the real King Arthur. So Merlin, knowing that his magic is failing and everything, he uses almost all of his power to bring a college football team. Now you know why it's called Opening Kickoff. So anyways, a college football team called the Knights. No, they're not like the gods of college football, the UCF Knights. Go UCF! Moving on. Sorry about that. So yes, what happens is they're trying to drive to New York so that they can get to their next game. And then what happens is it's raining and storming, so they decide to take a back road off of the main road. And what happens is the storm hits them hard, the driver gets disoriented, he loses control of the bus that they're driving in and all that stuff, but Merlin uses his magic to guide them not only to safety and protect them from getting hurt, but he also uses it to guide them into a portal that leads them from their home world into into Camelot. So yes, and then from that point on, Arthur King, who later becomes the de facto King Arthur, Merlin explains to him their quest and everything, and then he and the other knights have to go on the quest not only to save Queen Guinevere, which they managed to accomplish, but also to find 13 keys in order to get themselves home. So yes, after they find the keys, then they can go home. And they actually came close to finding the 13 keys. But then the series just magically stopped. That seems to be a running theme anytime you have a good show where the characters have a goal to achieve and they have purpose and everything. Yes, I know that would end the show if they found all 13 keys and everything and found their way home and whatnot, but there's all kinds of reasons why that would happen. Reason number one, the company making the show, they have a lot of projects to do and they abandon the current project. A second reason is they run out of money and go bankrupt, and then their studio does not get bought out, so they can't survive, and their building's just left to rot and everything. This is what happened to Filmation Studios back in the 1980s after they ran out of money and went bankrupt after making the He-Man and She-Ra cartoons. Yeah, it's a tragedy nonetheless. The third thing that happens is they get bought out by another company and folded into another company, which is what happened to Turner Animation when they made the movie Cats Don't Dance. Maybe I'll review that movie. If I don't have the DVD of the movie or the videotape, then I can't give it an honest history lesson and an honest review or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, what happened with that movie was Turner Animation got bought out by Warner Brothers Animation, and Warner Brothers Animation said, no, you belong to us now. You're going to do our movie, which we have coming out a month after this movie, this exact same year, 1997, which was when Cats Don't Dance and whatever movie Warner Brothers was pushing out was released. So yeah, and then the fourth thing that happens which is not very common. Oh crap, I gotta hurry up. Okay. The reason why it stopped, all that aside, here's all the characters in the show. So of course we have Arthur King, or King Arthur, same thing. Then we have Sir Lance, Sir Tone, Sir Trunk, Sir Wally, Sir Brick, Sir Phil. God almighty, I sound like Steve Martin asking for a car. Give me a Datsun, a Toyota, a Mustang, a Buick. You know what I'm talking about. Is this scene right here from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
You can give me a automobile, a Datsun, a Toyota, a Mustang, a Buick, 4 wheels and a seat.
I really don't care for the way you're speaking to me.
And I really don't care for the way your company left me in the middle of nowhere with keys to a car that isn't there. And I really didn't care to walk down a highway and across a runway to get back here to have you smile at my face. I want a car right now.
Yeah, that one. So yeah. And then we have Sir Darren, Sir Gallop, Sir Breeze, Sir Lug, who is the most cowardly of the knights, and Sir Zeke. And that's it for the knights. Then we have Merlin the Wizard, and here's the best picture I could find for Merlin. I was limited on pictures. You type in the name of the show in Google Images, you get the cover to the Super Nintendo game. And then what happens after that, we have Merlin, then we have the Lady of the Table. And she's pretty much kind of like Jaga from Thundercats. She's the spiritual guide for the knights and everything. And then for the monarchy or royal family, whatever you want to call it, we have Queen Guinevere, Lady Elaine, Lady Mary, Catherine, Squire Tyrone, and Squire Everett. And then for the bad guys side, we have Queen Morgana. Then we have Lord Viper, Lord Axe, who has a bunch of axe-like weapons. Warlord Bash, who looks more like a headhunter than he does a medieval knight. Then Warlord Blackwing, which is the one that you saw breaking into the castle and kidnapping Queen Guinevere and all that stuff. He has these bat-like wings made out of metal that help him fly and all that stuff. I think they look really cool. Yes, and then we have Warlord Blinder. He has these spiked wristbands. When he swings them, this cape-like thing comes out and has these blades. And he uses those to blind his enemies and poke their eyes out and everything. Kind of like the Peaky Blinders with their razor blade hats and everything. And then we have Warlord Hammer, who starts out with normal hands, but when he brings out his weapons, his hands become these two hammer-like weapons and everything. Then we have Warlord Lucan, who, from what I've heard, is supposed to look like a Viking berserker, so that looks really metal. And then we have Warlord Slasher and Warlord Spike, who pretty much has anything with a spike, a spear, a sword, anything pointed, pretty much. And then we have a group of samurai-like bad guys that never officially take sides. They're more like a samurai guerrilla force. We have Master Chang, Awan, Hung, Tai-Ben, Rim, and Po. Master Chang carries a katana. Awan, I think he carries a nunchuck. Hung carries this scythe-looking thing. I can't remember what it's called. And then Tai-Ben, they pretty much use a bunch of different Japanese weapons and all that stuff. And then, yeah, this show also has a really awesome rock and roll sort of theme song. Here's a clip of it, just so you can check it out. Yeah, pretty awesome, right? Yeah. So yes, as you can see, there's a bunch of weird in this show. But, so yes, we have the cool theme song and all that stuff. And Marvel Comics actually made a 3-part comic based off of this show. And Mattel, the same company that made the Intellivision and the Nintendo Power Glove, which James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, talked about on his channel, Angry Video Game Nerd, or Cinemassacre. Go check out James's channel and then recommend my channel to him. Please, I need the help. So yes, if you want to, you could buy this on Amazon for I think it was $28. You know, $27.30, and then the shipping and handling. So $28 to $30. It is a 3-disc set. Here we go. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3, and each one has 20 episodes that are 30 minutes apiece. So overall, you've got 600 minutes or 10 hours of entertainment. As it says there right on the box. I don't know if you can see that. Come on. It's not focusing, but yeah, 10 hours of entertainment, fun for the whole family. Or if you're one of those people like me that you just want to collect and watch retro cartoons, then it's a perfect one to add to your collection. It's well worth the money. It is well worth the money. So yes, as I was saying, here's something that I just wanted to mention real quick. Queen Morgana is my bae. She busty. Moving on. I wouldn't be complaining if I was having to work forced labor under her. Hey, don't judge me. I'm sure you have some fantasy women that you like. Tell me I'm not alone. But yes, other than my perverted flattery, that is it. This concludes the 3rd episode of Fun Fridays. Please remember to like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified of the next time I pull up a video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and tuning in. Peace out and rock on.
What are you looking at? I've done my job. If you need me, I'll be in a van down by the river.